Hey guys, happy Sunday evening to you. It's time for Paint Talk, which means it's 8:30 Central Time on Sunday night. I'm Dionne Woods, owner and artist of the Turquoise Iris. Matt's here.
Hello.
Abby's here. She may get in the screen, but of course she doesn't talk much. So I am going to work on part 3. Hi, Lolly. Part 3 of this wardrobe that we've been working on. Now it's really kind of taken a life of its own. I have more of the faded burlap and more of the apothecary. I'm trying things a little bit differently tonight though. I've got my Buffy brush from Paint Pixie. The caddy was working great, but I used this the other day on a piece in my Creative Connection, and I really loved the texture that this brush provided, and I think it had to do with being shorter bristled. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot and see how I like it for this. It worked really well for making water and textured water. It's not nearly as hot tonight. Hello, sunny. It's not nearly as hot today. It's like 83 and now it's down to like 80 and there's a cool breeze. We had a really heavy rain. So no worries. I don't think I'll be dripping with sweat, but I've still got some oil in my hair, so I had to wrap it up. So the oil, yeah. Anyway, it's just one of those wrap it up hair days. Okay, and then we're going to turn it back around so you can see the front and see all of these floral details. I have some crinoline and a couple of shades of green, and I want to really bring a little bit of these flowers to life. Now, there's going to be a fine line between popping the flowers out and like popping the flowers out. Like I don't really want to pop them where they're screaming at you, but I do want you just to be able to see them. So I still want to keep with the pastels. I think for this piece, believe it or not, I'm probably going to head and do black wax, but I'm not quite sure yet. I definitely want it antiqued in age, but
Can you tell us the difference between popping and popping?
I'm going to show you. I can do better than just telling you. I can show you. Pop or pop.
All right, just curious.
It's a heavier blink and more of a dip with the legs.
A lot more shoulders.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I need a second coat on here. So we did this the other day. Don't remember whether I did it on camera or not, but I did it off of camera at least.
Can you turn it just a little bit more?
And how about you help? How about you help move the 600-pound piece? Pretty please. And then when I move it back around, will you help me, sweetheart? There we go. That's good, really is. Thank you, honey. Okay. So I'm going to do second coat, faded burlap and apothecary. I know it kind of looks white. Someone made the comment that it looks a lot different after I photograph it. We're in the garage, 3 ring lights. Everything's going to look a little bit different. But when I actually get it inside and photograph it, oh my. Going to be good. So I'm just going to get this on here. This brush holds a lot of paint. How's everybody else doing? I hope everybody's had a great weekend. We've had a pretty relaxing weekend. This girl slept till 10 o'clock today. And I'm not going to apologize for sleeping till 10 o'clock. I got 10 hours of sleep. So my body must have needed it. How Matt?
Yeah, I tried waking you up.
Did somebody call me lazy? I feel like someone did.
No, nobody.
No, I feel like somebody. I
walked in. I went to the grocery store,
and I was awake
I came home, and I think she just sat down at the table to eat breakfast.
No.
And I said, "Well, hello, sleepy pants."
Was it sleepy pants or was it lazy butt?
No, I did not say that. I said sleepy pants.
Okay. And I said, "Holy cow! I slept 10 hours." And I couldn't believe that I even didn't wake up when Matt left to go to the grocery store this morning. Like, usually the door and everything would have woken me up. Nope. Out. We even had a thunderstorm. I needed some sleep.
It was nice, yeah.
I needed some sleep.
Rain and cool front came through and super nice today.
Yeah, we had a great day. Matt mowed. It was very relaxing. Got a lot of work done. How about everybody else? You got 9 hours of sleep?
Got 9 hours of sleep.
That feels so good.
Molly spent the day with her granddaughter.
Oh, that's great news. This is good stuff. The other thing about this, the bristles are a little bit stiffer. So what I'm realizing is I'm able to get the paint down in some of all this. This wood grain is really old. It's not sealed. And so I'm able to really smush the paint down, right? You know what?
So, are we using a smush technique?
We're doing a little smushy smush, which I'm liking. But we used Hey Sailor, which is a navy on the front, and we got that in the middle, and I really feel like that came to life. But in just a second, I'm going to put some color on the flowers, and let's see if we can kind of get them to come to life. But I don't want to compete with the rest of the piece, so they've got to be pretty subtle, Matt. So don't let me overdo it.
Okay.
Don't let me overdo it.
Okay, don't overdo it.
Do you see Abby?
Well, Julie Moore's there. She had some pool time today.
Oh, fantastic.
Delisa went to the lake this weekend with a friend and grandkids out on the water.
Fantastic. That sounds great. That's summertime.
Retro Vintage La Stereo.
Hey, Jeanette, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, I am just putting a second coat here. I'm going to let this dry. We'll turn it back around to the front. This is actually a buffing brush from Paint Pixie, so I haven't used it for painting until this last week. I wanted to see how I liked it on this. And well, Matt, it's passing my test.
Good.
I'm loving it.
Linda Beckman, you may have answered this. What brush is this again?
This is the Buffy from Paint Pixie. I was just talking about how it's a buffing brush. It's actually for wax, but with the 6 inches here and it's wide here, I just thought, man, I can get a lot of paint on that and create a lot of texture. I used it for water on a beautiful piece that's in, I've been working on in my Creative Connection. Well, hi, my Michelle. There she is. And Matthew, let's scoot it back to the front and work on the flowers. Anyway, I really liked the way that it felt in my hand, just being real short. I could grasp it like that. So I wanted to use it again tonight. Okay, babe, you ready? Oh, I forgot we used the yellow and blue drippy drips the other day too. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Okay, good. Oh my God, I love her. Honey, we may have to give her hello from California. I'm from Oklahoma. It's so nice to see you. All right, so I'm going to get some crinoline and 2 shades of green on my mop brush, and I'm going to start kind of highlighting these a little bit. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing, I'm going to use an IOD stamp, Iron Orchid Design, in one of their French designs, and I'm going to put an like a stamp a pattern on these inlets, okay, on the flat pieces.
Betty Harvey has a question.
Okay, so hold on just 1 second, Matt.
Yep.
And then so I'm hoping that what I'll do is create some sort of pattern here on all of the flat pieces, very subtle, probably in the navy blue color or even in a gray, and then sand that back down too. So I definitely don't want to add another element that's going to compete with all of this color, but more is more in this case, I think, with this piece. Okay, what was the question, Matthew?
This is Betty Harvey. The question.
Hi, Betty.
I can't decide how I want to paint an armoire that I've been trying to decide for a year.
Okay.
Seriously. What is with me? Question mark. Help! Exclamation point. Appreciate input.
Well, Betty, are you wanting it sold or are you keeping it for yourself? That would be my first question. And then I would ask you, if you're wanting to sell it, what's popular in your area? And then I would say, if you're keeping it, then you need to go all out on what you love and not worry a thing about what any trends are or anything like that.
Hello, Pam Dudley. Hey, Robert. Rob, excuse me. Hi, Rob. Linda Glenn. Hello.
You're keeping it. Betty says she's keeping it. So I would, without a doubt, you can go check out Instagram or something like that, but I would pick your favorite colors, and Betty, I would make that work for you, sis. Okay, so I have 2 shades of green and I have a crinoline. Now I want to try this out on the flowers and have the flowers be kind of white. Oh, I gave this one a name. Martinique. Nope.
Nope.
Memories from Martinique Island. Thank you so many of you that helped me with the naming of this. I wanted something in the theme of our Caribbean that we've been going with all summer long, but I also wanted something that had a little bit of French inspired.
I am really interested how you're going to do this.
So these were the French names that you guys sent me. So thank you so much for that. The French islands there in the Caribbean. So this is a little bit of a Caribbean. Nope, crinoline. Did you just say you were wondering how I'm going to do this?
Yeah, I'm just real curious on how this is going to go.
Wow. Why the skepticism, I think?
None at all. I'm just literally curious.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're here. Do you want to participate? Grab a brush, bro. Let's do this together.
Lindsay Ramberger says, "Hello, Dionne. Love the name you chose. This is beautiful and so fitting. What IOD stamp were you thinking of using?"
The Bohemia. I think the Bohemia. Okay, so there's just a little bit of white. It's just a sheer coat. What do you think, Matt? What do you think?
Well, technically speaking.
Wow. When are you technical?
Not often. Are you going to be doing multicolored flowers?
No.
Okay.
The white and the green, I said, are the only colors I'm using.
Okay.
We're going to put in a little black wax. Okay, not too much. And this is my mop brush from the Turquoise Iris Pro Series. Okay. Okay. Like I said, I don't want it to compete, but I also don't want to ignore all of this beautiful scroll.
I understand.
Jeanette says it looks better, Dionne. I love it the way it looks now. My concern is that I won't like it after I do the green, but it's just paint. So I'm dipping into the Monet's Garden and the Fancy Farm Girl. So there's 2 shades, and there's even a little bit of Apothecary down here.
Rob says black wax sounds great with the color combo.
Thank you. We'll find out, won't we, bud? So this is the shortstop brush. This is going to be a new brush launching in my collection with Paint Pixie. It's the short 1.5 inch bristle brush, and I'm excited for you all to try it. It's perfect for kind of dry brushing the green over these leaves. Matthew, what are you thinking so far?
Bellissimo.
You think I should stop, Matt?
Bellissimo.
What does that mean?
I think it means beautiful.
Oh. Well, I appreciate that. I want it to look as if it were painted a long time ago. Nothing new, nothing fresh. These short bristles are perfect for this kind of stippling in here.
Well, hello, Colleen Nolan.
Okay, what do we think? Now imagine the black wax over it. So it's going to kind of, it's quite lovely. A different genre somehow. Okay. Not loving this. Great, Linda. Not loving it. All right.
She said yes. Linda Becker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She'll come around. She will come around.
That's all right. Let's see.
Retro Vintage Lucero says, hello, Matt. You guys make my Sunday bellissimo. Bello.
Oh, thank you, Jeanette.
I think that's Italian. I'm not sure, but
thanks, Jeanette.
I'm guessing Italian.
I'm glad we can help make your day better.
Joanne, I have not done the poutine, but what I did do is I bought fries today when I was at the grocery store, because I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to have it for my birthday. I think I'm going to have poutine for my birthday on a live.
Really? You're going to make them and eat them on a live?
I think so.
That's
brilliant. I think I'm going to do it.
Well, I wish we had enough to go around.
I know, right?
Right? So the stamp that I'm thinking of is the Bohemia stamp. We'll put that here on each cabinet door. It's going to be a lot, but still being all pastels, I think we can handle it. I do, guys. I think we can handle it.
Karen is so feminine, and that's what I love. Will black wax take away from its soft, feminine look?
I don't know, girl. We'll find out, won't we? We will find out. I put black wax on almost every piece I do in one way or another, so we'll find out.
We just take it. We're just taking it one day at a time.
Well, I want it to look really distressed.
Okay.
But it's still going to stay feminine, but I may not like it. And if I don't like it, I'll just take some clear wax, use it as an eraser, and we'll be good as gold. So this is what this show is about, is going for it and figuring it out as we go.
Cheryl, Dionne, was this what you had in mind when you started this piece, or did you just start painting?
I just started painting. I picked Faded Burlap and Apothecary, and that's the only two colors I had in mind originally. And now I'm just kind of going for whatever feels right from there. I love this. Matthew, I love that.
You love that?
I love it.
I love it. You love it.
Good. I love this. I'm going to bring you guys in closer in a minute, I promise. Ooh, it's kind of hard to hold this.
Janet Really Planet says, I'm just kicking back, eating fat-free yogurt with berries and pretending it's ice cream.
That a girl?
And then Lolly says, Janet, it's not. It's just less fun ice cream. Add booze. Like some Kahlua or something? Is that booze? Kahlua?
I don't know. I think it is. So many good details on this piece. All of that top part. I'm really anxious. But I'm not doing multicolored, guys. We're just going to do the off-white flowers. Just so they pop off here a little bit. Remember we talked about a difference between popping and popping.
So have you shown us the difference yet?
I'm not going to do the popping because they're like, if I wanted them to pop off of here, I would get like hot pink or something.
I was thinking,
and I'm not doing that.
I'm really going to be honest with you. I thought you were going to bring in some red.
What?
Or some purple. Or maybe even a little.
In this French design?
Fuchsia, maybe.
It's terrible.
Maybe. I'm just thinking that's kind of what I had in my brain.
Well, sorry. We could have gone that way, but I would be using more bold colors like turquoise or something if we were going to go that route, Matt. I wanted this very soft.
Betty, she's watching something else on Facebook. She's in trouble.
Well, isn't she watching us on YouTube?
Yes. She is.
Oh, she's watching two different shows.
Yeah.
What a girl.
Betty is multitasking, something that men can't do.
I don't blame her at all. I'm not going to be jealous, Matthew.
Not at all. I'm just giving her a hard time.
I know. It's not nearly as hot in here tonight, guys. I think I can survive a little bit longer.
Hello, Papa Mac and Irene.
Hey, guys. How are you tonight?
Retro Vintage Lucerio would like to see some metallic colors.
Not on this one. Not tonight. Not with this one. I'm going to let this one be more feminine. for sure. I'm loading my shortstop with the 3 shades of green. Basically, there's a little bit of Monet's Garden. Then there's my Fancy Farm Girl. And right in the center, I'm putting some Apothecary.
I see this in a little girl, like a baby room.
Do you?
I do.
Sweet.
I do.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Well, it's a lot of people try to name it Beauty and the Beast. Like there's a bedroom in Beauty and the Beast, and it's a big piece of furniture, and so they were calling it the piece from the Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, which is cool. I'm cool with that.
I'm down with that.
I haven't seen that. I mean, what has it been? 25 years since I've seen that movie?
I have no idea. Have I even seen it?
Probably not. We had boys. But I took your little brother to see it when he was 5. I took Jake to see it, honey. Do you hear me?
You took my brother.
No. I took him to see Aladdin. I think I took him to see Aladdin. Yeah. I love this. Hey, Instagram, I haven't forgotten about you. I still see you over there, too. Hi, Llewellyn. I was going to say that a minute ago. Karen said, what was she going to say?
Oh, about like a little baby or a girl's room. Or
Yes.
Rob said he really enjoyed Carrie Carter in the last podcast.
Oh, yay, you listened. Thanks for listening.
I did too. It was really good.
Thanks for listening to our girl, Carrie.
And how did we not know she was in the military?
I don't know how I missed that.
How did we miss that?
I don't know. It's just something she doesn't really mention, I guess. But
well, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Well, we want to thank her, don't we?
100%. Thank you for your service.
That was... Nope, I don't like that. We're going to take that back to blue. Nope, I don't like that part, but we'll come back to that. Okay. Let's go up here. Okay. Y'all hear the crickets? Not crickets. What are those things called, baby?
Locusts.
Locusts. I hear the locusts. But I'm still not really sweating, so that's a blessing.
Rob says, Army dog, hoorah.
Is Carrie on tonight?
Yes, she is. Carrie Carter.
So this week we have Ildiko Krastev, who was our cover artist for issue 3. She's on the podcast this week. We had Carrie Carter last week. Before that, we had Patty Levine. So good. Guys, we're almost coming up on a year.
Who's coming up next Thursday?
1 year. This Thursday's Ildiko.
Ildiko, that's right.
The cover artist for issue 4.
Yes, Susan, we did get rain. We got it early this morning. It rained till about 10:30. It was all right.
Yeah, it was nice. Actually, it was real subtle rain. Thunderstorm.
We can actually go quite a bit longer this evening because A, Dionne's having fun, and B, it's not 127 in here, so we're good.
Yes, I'm good right now. I'm having a ball.
Thank you, Kim. She shared.
Thank you, Kim, for sharing our video. It's like the nicest thing you could do, really. So I've enjoyed, on my Empowered by Design, I challenged those ladies in Empowered by Design to go live for the 10 days starting today. And I've caught some of them on their lives today. I'm going to try to catch them over the next 10 days and watch them and show up for them. Some of them are nervous, some of them aren't. You going to watch any of them, Matt?
Watch what?
They got a lot of mad skills too. So
what are we watching?
The ladies from Empowered by Design, the whole thing I was just talking about.
I was reading comments. I can't.
You gotta listen, Linda. Okay.
Are you doing the stamps tonight?
Nope.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. I don't have it yet. I don't even have that supply yet. But I'm excited to put the stamp on here. If anything, I'm going to just outline it and then I'll work my way inside to see if we do the whole thing.
Lolly would like to know if we're going to take this outside with flashlights and watch you try to catch some locusts. Actually, she's referring to Janet. Janet thought that noise was coming from her bedroom, so Lolly made the comment at that time where Debbie was trying to catch that cricket.
Oh, yes, in her house. That was hysterical. No, I'm not going to go catch a locust. But I love, there's nothing like the sound of summer in Oklahoma. Is the locust. Takes me back to my grandma Iris's house in the country where it was pitch black, dark and scary out there. The coyotes howling.
Rob said Diane Devine did a great job.
She did. I watched her. I caught her in the very end, Rob. I saw that you were on watching Diane. Thank you for doing that.
Janet says, LOL, seriously, I was walking around my room trying to see where it was coming from.
Well, I told you they were nice and loud. We have the garage door up for the breeze, and so that's why they're so loud, guys. Sorry, but we got to have that breeze going on, and there's a bunch of trees.
Meg Griffin says, I love the delicate simplicity of the white flowers.
Thank you, Meg. I'm liking it too. I'm going to dry brush the green over them, and then I'm going to dry brush the white over the green as well, just to blend them a little bit more. But this piece is going to be a massive statement piece. So if I decide I don't like something, I'll just paint over it. But I feel it's go time. And I will tell you guys, I'm taking a 2-week hiatus from PaintTalk. So this will be the last time you'll see me working on this for 2 weeks. But it'll be right here. I won't work on it without you. But I'm going to take this time to be watching my girls from Empowered by Design and doing their lives. I'm also getting my hat collection ready and a couple of other projects I have going on in August. So I am going to skip Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday for the next 2 weeks. But I'll promise I'll meet you back here 2 weeks from today, right here.
Lori Clark, what is the deeper blue again?
The deeper blue is Hey Sailor. It's a color by DIY. It's our navy. And then I kind of blended it in here with the I dripped a bright yellow with the pigments from DIY.
You're getting a little bit of pushback on this 2-week hiatus, honey.
Well, I didn't really want to tell them.
Lolly says 2 weeks. What will I do? Cheryl says, what? Of course, Tanette, she says, good for you.
Guys, I haven't taken a 2-week hiatus in 5 or 6 years since I've been doing these lives. So Mama needs a break.
We got one going back to college, so.
And honestly, since I challenge those ladies, I want to watch them and support their lives as much as possible. So it's just 6 times. It's just literally 6 videos off. Actually, it comes down to 5. That's all I'm missing. I'm going to be live tomorrow in my group. I'll be live Tuesday in my group, one of my other groups. Wednesday, I'll be live in one of my groups. And Thursday, I'll be live in the 3rd group. So I'm not giving on lives, just at night here. I'm going to take a 2-week race.
Speaking of hats, says Janet, they never fit me well. Are your hats certain sizes?
Are you, so they have a bit of an elastic thing in there so you can tighten them. Like if your head is a little bit smaller, there's an elastic thing in there that you can tighten and tie, Janet. But it's hard to know, and there are only a few. I mean, I only have, hi, Lori, thank you. Thank you, Donna Presley. I appreciate that so much. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, we've got a long ways to go on finishing it, but I'm planning on using some very sheer coat of black wax to create some more shadows. That's what my plan is. All right, so let's go down here to this area here. Oh, Val, honey, it's just 2 weeks. Don't make me feel bad.
And it says small, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, LOL.
What did I say?
No large.
Small. Oh,
She's got large head.
no, it's like, Janet, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. That'll be tough for us to figure out. But like I said, I'm only doing 13 in the first round, but today I started sewing in the labels. I had custom made the Turquoise Iris, and I started hand sewing them into the hats. So I'm keeping 2 of them for myself, and I'll have 13 available 2 weeks from today. Make sure you're on my friends list on my email, and you'll get the first notification when they're live.
Ron has a good question. He says, Dionne, do you have a schedule that you could share the Empowered by Design lives?
Do I have a schedule?
Yeah, like when your ladies are going live.
Oh,
They're
no.
just kind of doing it on their own,
They're
right?
doing it on their own. I've asked them too for that, but they have not submitted a schedule or anything. I wish I did. Thank you for asking. That's very thoughtful. But I want to make sure I'm able to kind of watch as many as possible, and I've got some projects going on. Here we go. Now it needs to dry. It's the wrong color, but I think we can get that. Can you pass on any? You can. Didn't mean to do. I know. Thank you, honey. You're welcome, Irma. You're welcome. No, Val. I know what you mean.
Yes.
But I'm such a softie that as soon as someone says something, I'm like, oh, never mind. I'll be there. Because, you know, I feel bad. I'm like, oh, forget it. I'll be there. Don't worry. I changed my mind.
Well, and I told her, she told me she was going to do a 2-week break, and I went, really?
He didn't believe me.
Really, honey?
He didn't believe me. So I'm like, I have to. I mean, I'm going to go live in my groups every day that I have to do, but I'm going to take a 2-week break. And we'll keep working on this, though, when we get back. He's like, really? Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So he knows me. He knows. If someone sends me a message and says, I miss you, when will you be back on? I'll be like, oh, I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back.
Kimberly Cone, when you wax in the middle of your project, how does DIY paint adhere?
I haven't used any wax yet on this.
I think she's just in general.
Oh, well, it works wonderfully. I've done it in a couple of pieces recently in my group too. So it actually sticks to it because, of course, it's DIY and it sticks to just about anything. So it does a really good job. Kimberly, it was Kimberly, right, honey?
Kimberly Cone.
Yeah, Kimberly does a really good job. I have a couple of pieces I've done like that recently because I just have to find out for myself how it's going to work.
Patricia White says here from Virginia.
I'm so glad you're here, Patricia. Thanks for
It just
joining
keeps
us.
looking better and better. Such a joy to watch you work.
I appreciate that. I'm really having a good time just kind of putting the colors together and seeing what happens. But I think the really best way to make a piece of art is to not think about it so much. When you overthink it, that's when we run into trouble.
That's my problem. You know me. I'm an overthinker.
And you overthink my work?
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah, you do.
I do. It's not fair to you.
You mean you question what I'm doing?
It's not
okay
fair.
to question it.
It's not fair to you that I overthink your work
I don't know what I'm doing half
when
the time.
you're doing it.
But I don't think I'd be very interesting if everything was expected and everybody knew exactly what I was going to do every time. Boring. I would bore myself. All right, so let's get these flowers right here. So if you're just popping on, we've been working up here.
Tasha Watkins says, that's my problem, overthinking.
I get it, girl. I get it. Susan.
Wow.
Yeah, this piece will be a little cool. I don't know. In August, it might not be. It may be worse.
This may go inside. I don't know how.
I don't know where you're going to. Oh, you want to put it in the front living
I
room?
put it in the front living room.
Okay.
Because
it has to go there eventually when I stage it.
Exactly. I don't have to move it very far.
It does have to go there eventually, though.
Wally says, "You're an electrician. You better be thinking."
Yeah, he does have a pretty good brain. Now, Matt, you know on Wednesday we have to go live in the Creative Connection, and you're the guest of honor.
When is this?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
At 1 o'clock, you're the guest of honor in my group.
Wednesday, 1 o'clock.
You're supposed to share all your wisdom.
Do I have to be on the line?
What does that mean? Like show your face?
Yeah.
Yes. You're the expert guest.
Nice. I'll probably comb my hair.
You will not.
I will.
You totally will have a hat on.
You know what? Since you said that, I may comb my hair now. And just,
Oh, you're teasing me.
yeah,
now.
I'll come in with the spectacles and
Spectacles.
and
You're going to come in
hair.
as a spectacle?
Oh, well, that's
Always. Okay, I'm just using the mop brush so it lightly dusts, and this is good. This is so good. I'll bring you closer here in just a second. But I am not regretting any of this so far, I can tell you that.
Night, Cheryl.
Good night, Cheryl. Sleep well.
So, what am I going to be talking about? Life? Kids? Work?
No, you're supposed to be helping the group find ways.
Electrician stuff?
No, to
Like
ask
how to
for
put in a
help.
switch and stuff?
No, how to ask for help.
How to ask for help?
Yeah, like
I'm
ways
probably the worst person to.
that
talk about
worked for you and ways for me and the ways that didn't work for you.
Don't ask for help. Get it done. Figure out a way. Get it done.
You are kind of terrible about asking for help.
I know. This is probably the wrong person.
And you need to show ways that have worked for us to do things by myself, ways that you've helped me, where I am able to do some things by myself. We have a whole list of topics, Matt.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So I don't have to bring the topics. You have the topics, and I just comment on them.
You need to prep a little bit for it.
Okay.
I'm paying you to be the expert.
You're paying me?
Yes.
I still haven't seen my first check.
Just look for it in the mail. Okay.
Ross says. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm loving this. How to rewire my kitchen lighting. Ask anything you need.
Katrina says, am I the only one getting strong New Orleans vibes? Obviously the French influence, but specifically New Orleans.
Oh, I've never been there before. So we're calling this Memories from Martinique. So it has that French vibe, the style. And my whole theme this whole summer has been the Caribbean. And so I asked for names, and a lot of you were so generous coming up with the names.
Carrie Carter says, how to rewire my kitchen lighting.
Yep.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Carrie Carter.
Is it funny?
It is funny because that's what I do for a living.
Well, that's why she said it, honey.
I know. I know.
Then why is it funny?
It's ironic.
Is it
It is.
ironic if
It could be.
she knows what you do?
I'm not sure if it is, but it could be ironic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woodsy, you're all kicked back there. He's all got the fold-out chair and his feet up, and he's just chilling. Well, I'm over here. I'm having a grand time, though. The weather's brilliant. Is my Michelle still on?
I have no idea. Betty says, what happens in Martinique stays in Martinique.
There it is.
I like the way you think, Betty.
We're getting a whole list of all these places we want to go one of these days. All these little islands. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this and go straight over it.
Nina West says, hello, Dionne.
Hi, how are you?
Good night, Retro Vintage Lucerio.
Good night. I'm just going to keep painting because it's really not bad in here at all. Matthew, are you hot? I mean, you're working so hard.
Starting to get a little warm.
Are you?
Starting to get a little warm.
All right, so raise your hand if you're going to send a submission into the Turquoise Iris Journal magazine this issue, because it's time. You have 1 month to get your journal issue submission in. If you want to be featured in the journal, we're looking for projects as we speak. Anybody?
No hands yet.
No hands yet. Rob?
Rob's going to.
Is he?
Yeah. He didn't put his hand up. I put it
Oh,
up.
did you just did you just nominate him? Nice.
I put it up for him. Yes.
Okay, I think
Lisa Dixon put her hand up.
she did.
Oh, no. Okay, no, Lisa. Okay.
Oh,
What's the word for the issue? Asks that.
restore.
Restore. Ooh, good
Restore. It's
one.
a
Restore.
important restore.
Lori Chitwood has got her hand up.
Lori!
Lori
Hi, girl.
Clark, her hand's up with a maybe.
Okay.
Come on, Lori. I'm going to hold you to that. Tasha is on the fence. Rob says, too funny, but I'm all in. Let's go. Restore. Hashtag. That's the best.
Oh, that seemed a little bit much, man.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
That was a little much. I don't think I need that gnat in this paint. So I'm going back in with some hay sailor right now, and I'm just cutting it on the trim the way I did the other part.
Restore. Man, that can mean so many things.
I know, it could be, that's what gives them lots of options.
I mean, it brings a flood of emotions back to me right now with that word.
A flood of emotions?
A flood, like a
What are you saying?
gusher of emotion.
I mean, are you like, I feel like you're making fun.
I'm not. It's a good word. It really is.
Well, honey, we picked it for the journal because it's a good word. You seem surprised.
Val says I'm working on a quilted wall hanging, so I'll see
Okay.
what my process is in 2 weeks.
Okay. I like that can-do kind of attitude, Val. I like it. Matt, what are you going to do on your 2-week break from this strenuous job you have?
I have got some work planned.
Do you? 8:30 work? Gonna model all my hats?
I can. I've got a birthday coming up, so there's a lot of preparation for that.
Yeah. Hey, honey, how about our anniversary in 13 days,
Well,
12 days?
But the birthday comes before, so
Clearly.
I've got a lot of things to do, get ready for. You know, it's a big party.
Right. We always do.
I think it's gonna be you, me, and my mom. I think.
My mom said she'd come too.
Your mom's coming?
Yeah, she said she'd come.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna dry brush the blue over this too.
Hello, Alice.
Hey, Alice, how are you doing, sis?
Lolly says, return someone or something to a former condition, place, or position. Repair.
Honey, I don't think she said return. If you look at that closer, I bet it says something different.
No, it says return.
Okay, well, she meant to say restore.
Uh,
I bet she was saying what restore meant.
Position, repair, or renovate a building, work of art, vehicle, etc. So as to return to its original condition.
So we are thinking restore more in your mind, like time to restore. The focus is the California wine country area where you go for fall leaves, vacation, have some downtime, and restore your soul. That's kind of what we were thinking with that word. But you can definitely go in that way and have the focus be restoring, bringing something back to life that needed it.
Sharon Asher said anniversary is in 2 days, 47 years.
What, Sharon? Congratulations.
That is fantastic.
Oh, look at it, honey. You love it?
I think it is very nice.
Well, we're a long ways from being done.
Oh,
What are
no,
the
no,
three
no.
greens you're working with? Thanks, Maria, for your question. Monet's Garden, Fancy Farm Girl, and then Apothecary, which is the other kind of bluish green that's in here on the base coat. Putting all of that in there too. Okay, Marva, that sounds great. That does. That does. Okay, I love watching your process. What type of paint are you using? The String Dreams, we are using DIY paint. I'm a retailer for it, and I use it on all my furniture makeovers. It's a clay-based. It does the hard work for me, and I'm so grateful for someone else doing the hard work, even though it's a paint. Yes. Yes, Rob, look at you encouraging her. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So I'm going to turn it. Matthew, would you mind helping me?
Sure. Which way are we going? Back to the way we were?
Yeah. Okay, right there, babe. There we go. Okay. All right. So what we did over here, I need to repeat that process over here. So I'm going to get my Water Girl and my Hey Sailor. I'm going to need to have some Apothecary handy because when my Hey Sailor gets too dark, I'm going to go, whoa, girl, and I'm going to have to mix it back with that Apothecary, which is bound to happen. Okay. So I have two sheer coats of the Faded Burlap and the Apothecary, and I'm going to go around in this edge. Now I'm a little disappointed there's no floral trim over here, but the sides will be a lot easier to get done. Matt, let me know if anybody has any questions.
I will do it.
Has anybody been to the island of Martinique, which is what I'm naming this? Anybody been there?
Good night, Alice.
Good night, Alice. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello to us. We appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Today's National Friendship Day.
Lolly would like you to use a little some molds on that side.
I hate molds, Lolly. I love when other people do them, Lolly. I hate doing them myself. I'm a fast painter, and so those just take so much time. And then, of course, I would need to match them. And I'm just going to let everybody else do the molds. But God, they are gorgeous, but I don't have the patience. It's quiet now. Isn't it? Ooh, ooh. A bug tried to fly in my eye.
Lolly says it's the same pattern as Jamie's stencil. Folklore cereal?
Sweet.
Folk,
Folklore?
folklore code?
Miss Mara has new stencils out. I believe she's been working on with JRV, and she's going to be a guest in the group in 2 weeks and show us her stencils and what she's going to do with them over the holidays and how we can also do workshops and use them.
Rosie Bryan says,
Hi, Rosie.
so beautiful when you touch furniture, canvas, or people you turn into a masterpiece. Very nice.
Thank you, Rosie Bryan. That was awfully kind words.
It says Maris stencils are gorgeous.
Are they? I haven't even seen them yet, but we're gonna have her on, and I just love Mara to pieces. She's really a workshop expert. She has so many good ideas for workshops. She's gonna go over some of her favorite ones that work really well for her with our ladies in the group. So try to catch that, Miss Lolly. Love that lady, Lolly and Mara. So, all right, it's coming to life, right? The honeycomb stencil. You love Mara's honeycomb. I need to check that out because I need a piece. I'm ready to make the front of this really beautiful with that stencil or a stencil. Yep, it did. It let me back in. Ah, that's fantastic. Yay, we were sitting here going, wait, it popped me off. We were just talking away. But, you may have even heard me. That was so weird. That was so weird. And the lighting's weird now all of a sudden. So I was just going to keep working, but I will go ahead and come back and say goodbye. So let me turn this around in case you missed the beginning. I'll be back 2 weeks from tonight, you guys, up for Paint Talk. Matt's still here.
I'm here.
I don't know what happened. So my screen just went boop to the blank home screen, and y'all were gone. I'm like, oh, that stinks. I didn't get to say bye.
We can say bye. Now, do we have any birthdays out there we need to sing for? Any birthdays?
Well, we have Lindsay Fuentes, but we actually sent her a message singing to her. So, yay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm not too sweaty. Okay, you'll stay? Well, so I have to let this dry before I can have the black wax on, but I'm feeling really good about it. I think that what will happen is I'll put the clear wax on first, okay? And we'll do this all together in 2 weeks. I'll put the clear wax on first. And then what I'll do is add the black. I'll put the clear wax on the whole piece, and then I'll add the black wax around all of the shadows. It's just going to cause, it's going to add a little bit more contrast. But I still think because it will still be like really, I think it's going to still be a really sweet look. My hubby's is tomorrow. You can sing to him, says Lisa. Happy birthday, Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon, happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. We appreciate you so very much. Love you, and I will be here on Paint Talk 2 weeks from tonight working on this. We'll see you then.
See ya.